Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and I'm super excited because my Plum Paper order has arrived. This has my faith planner for 2023 and a daily planner that I custom ordered. So I'm super excited to show you what I got. I will have some other videos explaining how I'm going to use this, but if you want to see what I received in my Plum Paper order, stay tuned. All right, so Plum Paper is a company that I've been interested in checking out for a while. They offer a whole variety of ways to customize your planner layouts. Think of Plum Paper as super functional planners that really you can make work for you. And when the Happy Planner did not release a 2023 big size faith planner, I decided I was going to go with Plum Paper to give something else a try and kind of just see how it goes. And I thought you guys would like to come along with me and check it out. When I was ordering from Plum Paper, I also decided I'm just going to order some of the daily pages too. Now they have a whole variety of things. They have accessories, they have a few stickers, but I think their kind of bread and butter would be the customizable planner layouts that you can use. I ordered mine punched for a disc system because obviously I use Happy Planner discs all of the time, but you can also order it spiral bound and you can order these unpunched. So you can order them in big blocks like this unpunched so that you can punch it for the type of planner that you're wanting to use it for. So there's all kinds of options. Let's see what else to know about Plum Paper. The one downfall so far is that it did take a long time to get to me. It took 3.5 weeks from the time I ordered it to get to me. I know this is a super busy time of year, so I think that that's probably going to be like the max amount of time because this is everyone getting their planners ready for 2023. So it took a long time, but it did get here in time to start for 2023. I'm excited. So let's jump in and let me show you what I got. So here's how it's packaged. Everything came beautifully put together, and we're going to start with this planner. This is a daily planner setup. I ordered 6 months because I wanted to give it a try. A plus side of Plum Paper is you can do whatever start date you want. So say you're watching this video and you're like, this is super cool, but obviously it's almost January. I don't want a January start date. I'm going to order mine to start in February, and you could do 6 months from February. You could say, hey, you know what? I already have a plan for the first half of the year, or I want to start this in my birthday month or whatever. You can kind of start it wherever. This one is 7x9, so it's going to be similar in size to the Happy Planner, just a little bit shorter vertical wise. Here is the cover that I picked for this daily planner. I'm not sure that I'll use this cover, but it just came with one. It says the best is yet to come. Seems pretty durable. It's not like cardstock. This is not something you would tear. It has a plasticky feel, but it's pretty thin and lightweight. The best is yet to come. You have your daily planner. Again, I will be Franken planning this into my catch-all planner, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like. You have 2023. This part I super like. So special dates, you can list out all the dates that you want to focus on, or like birthdays, anniversaries, things like that. And then they give you this, ideas, plans, and goals. So maybe you have ideas for each month. Maybe you're wanting to have a goal for each month. Maybe you have different categories of your life that you're wanting to brainstorm different goals for, different ideas. There's all kinds of ways to use that. And then you get into your regular dates. So this is kind of divided up. Let me show you. It's a little funky. You have to put it together yourself. So this is where all the dividers are in the back. You have January, starts out with a notes page. You would toss in the divider for January. Here's what it would look like. So you have here, flip over. You can have 3 main goals for the month, 3 main focuses, birthdays, events, things to remember, and then 2 other categories. This feels a little bit slick. I wonder if you'd have to have a special pen to write on it. I think it's just a little bit glossy, so you'd want to be careful. Then a notes page. Then you go into the monthly layout. You can choose a Sunday or a Monday start for your week. So that's customizable. It gives you a preview of the next month. I kind of wish that were just blank. I do like the list over here. So that's what the monthly layout looks like. And then you go into this. So I wanted a daily setup. I use a daily page almost every day. I use my daily pages for the purpose of combining things that I've written in my home planner, in my work planner. I sit down, put the two together into one plan for the whole day. I was able to customize. So let me show you. Each of these headers you can customize, or you can leave blank like I did right here. Here's my plan. Each one is already dated. You have daily gratitude. You can list out 3 things you're grateful for each day, which is something I've been doing on my daily pages for a long time. And I love that it's just written right there. I love the schedule. So you could totally get an hourly schedule and it's already like marked out on the side. Mine isn't an even schedule. I usually have maybe a couple meetings during the day, but really what I have is a lot of evening activities with kids, maybe appointments. The times kind of change. So I like that I can fill in the specific times for the 5 or 6 things that are going on that day and have my lists. Then a really long to-do list, which is where I combine my like home to-dos, personal to-dos in with my work ones, and I get them all in one list. Love that. I put a place for a daily quote. This would be like an affirmation or a quote that's inspiring me that day. And then I have a place at the end of the day for a reflection piece, just how'd this day go? What would I change? How could I make it better? What did I appreciate? Something like that. Then I left this section untitled. I don't know totally what I will do with that section. Sometimes I like to do a check-in at the beginning of the day, like almost like a mental health check-in. This is how the morning went. It was a crazy morning. I'm trying to breathe. I'm trying to reset, or I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to just a little tiny journaling moment. I didn't label it because I want it to be able to be flexible. I may end up just decorating there. Who knows? But that's what that looks like. And so the whole month of January is all in that gray blue. Then you have a notes page at the end of the month, front and back, I do believe. And then into February, and you would put your February divider right there. So the paper feels maybe slightly thinner than the Happy Planner, probably pretty equivalent. It's certainly not the same as like an Archer and Olive. The Kelva Planner has really thick paper. It's not that. So I don't know that it's like a mixed media thing that you would want to do, but perfectly functional for your planner. You can see each month kind of changes colors. So you get into February is in that green, and then keep going into March, and it's all predated. Like I said, I did 6 months because I wanted an opportunity to see what I thought of this particular planner. That'll be March. Let's go into April. And then if I like it sometime in the spring, I will, if it's like really working for me, I can order the next 6 months. If you know what you want, if it's working for you, you can definitely order a year in advance, and that is totally fine too. You don't just have to do the 6 month, but I liked the customizing of the daily pages. I know I use daily pages. I know these are going to come in handy, and I'm super excited that they're already labeled with my favorite things. Will I be decorating? Yes, I do decorate my daily pages. I like looking through them. I just add just fun stickers. So I use my Pipstick stickers. I use Happy Planner stickers. I use all of the different kinds of stickers. I don't just stick with one kind in here. I'll use a lot of different ones, which I'm excited to give a try. So let's see what else came in here. As we get, that's June. And then we have this reflection section, which I think is pretty cool. This year's vision in 3 words. So you're like setting up your vision for the year. You're looking at your month's goals, and they have that for each of the 6 months. There's like a reflection portion for all of the months that you have in here, which I think is pretty darn cool. Let me see, let me shift that over and see what else we got. There's a couple of, oh, that's the past 6 months. That's pretty cool. I'm probably going to end up transferring these to my catch-all planner. I dig that. You have a dot grid note page, just one in here. Contacts. I don't really keep this in my planner per se, so not sure I would use this page. Passwords. I've always heard it's not good to write out your passwords in an actual thing, so I'm not sure that I would use that page. But you also get a folder that you can pop in, and then the back cover right there. So that is the daily planner that I ordered. I know it looks a hot mess now, but when it's on discs and things like that, it'll be all organized, and I'm super excited to give it a try. So that's the daily planner I ordered. And then I also ordered a planner that I plan to use for my faith planner. Okay, like I said, the Happy Planner did not release a big size faith planning layout for 2023, and I was super disappointed. I've been using the big size faith planner for the past 2 years. I love it, but that's okay. We're going to try something new, and it's not bad to change things up. And I decided I'm going to go with a different style of layout. So with Plum Paper, you can customize your covers. I chose to not add a lot of custom features. You can add the year, you can add your name on a lot of different covers, and you could have done the same on this one too. I opted to just keep mine as one of the standard covers that you could order, but I love that it has Joshua 1:9 on here. Be strong, be brave, be fearless. You are never alone. Love that. And then here is the back. I love the purple. I think it's so pretty. So this will be the cover that I'm using for my faith planner. You have this cover material, same as the one I got before, very sturdy, you can't rip it, but it also came with this piece that is like a thicker plastic that will be just extra protection. So it has one of those for the front and the back. I'm not totally sure why my daily planner didn't seem to come with one of those, so I'll have to check that out. But here is this one, and let's just do a little flip through and I'll show you how I plan to use it. So you, again, have the same intro page. It's a weekly planner. You can fill all of that out. Look at the year ahead. This one, I will probably do something different. Maybe I'm going to list the studies that I do that month. Instead of special dates, I'll probably use it for faith planning purposes. So again, this might be different studies that I'm going to do, maybe the Illustrated Faith Kit, additional studies that I'm working on, themes in church, things like that to track throughout the year. And then this one, I'm thinking that I'm going to use overall like themes. So I've done this before in my faith planner where I'm like, hey, when I'm feeling anxious, these would be verses to go look at. And so I could put anxious right here and then list out verses that might be important when I'm feeling that emotion, or when I'm feeling afraid, when I'm feeling overwhelmed. Like you can find different categories, and this would be like a reference for what Bible verses I could use in those situations. And I find that that is a really helpful list to have in your planner, kind of a place to go. So I think that's super awesome. And then we get into the faith planning. So here is what I'm thinking. It's the same type of deal. I have to put it all together. So the dividers are in the back. Let me show you the format I chose. You have the note page on the front. Again, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do there. We'll have to see. This would be a great opportunity for like a power verse or like a verse of the month that you were focusing on. I generally use this page as my verse writing page. So every morning when I sit down to do my faith planning, or when I sit down to study, I write out the verse of the day. I will be using the beloved scripture writing plan that you can get at Illustrated Faith. It is beautiful. I love it. Do I have it printed out? Nope, because my printer is broken, friends. And so I have a new printer on the way. It will be printed out, but I just can't print it out yet. It is gorgeous. The Beloved Society is one of my favorite. Beth Castro is an amazing artist. The Beloved Society girls have my heart every time. If you've watched this channel, you know that is the scripture plan I'm going to use. She has a gorgeous bookmark style piece for each month. That's what's going to be in here. It's going to be great. When I get it set up, I will definitely show you a full flip through. But that's what I will do on this page. I like using it for scripture writing. No, the scripture isn't super beautiful. It's just in my print, but I like having it all there. This is going to be my layout for faith study, and I'm loving it. So here is my plan. Do I need this calendar? No, I don't. I will be decorating over this. This box, you can customize what you put in this box, a header. I left it blank. I'm actually thinking most likely this is going to end up as decoration area. I'm planning on decorating top, spine, and then maybe a couple spots throughout. But during the week, I have this box right here for each day of the week that I can write the scriptures that I'm studying that particular day. It'll be like a bulleted list of the scriptures. And then in this area is where I will take just a few notes. They're not in-depth notes. They're just hitting some highlights of things that popped up for me. It just helps me dig into the scripture more instead of just reading and checking off. Taking a few notes is always wonderful. And then sometimes things super jump out at me and I just want to make note of it. I do big stars and I highlight it. And so that will be note-taking areas. Love that you have it all set up for the whole month. And so that's how I'm going to use it. I think a horizontal is going to be great. Do I need more room to write? I don't know yet. I actually think this is going to be equivalent to the amount of room I was having to write, or the amount of room available to write in my big faith planner from the Happy Planner, but we'll see. If I need more room, I have big filler paper that I can just pop in here for some extra notes here and there. But I think this is going to be good. I will definitely report back. I just loved this box right here because I think it's perfect for notating the scriptures separately as opposed to a big sized Happy Planner that's a horizontal layout. This one, I like that separated box. Also, something else I dug was that I can use these dividers. These are the dividers that come, I can decorate these. I know they're not necessarily like faith themed dividers, but I can totally decorate it. There are some gorgeous pieces that coordinate with the Beloved Society scripture plan over at Illustrated Faith, designed by Tamara for bullet journaling. And I think that will be great to decorate each page. So that's going to be fun. There's also other things I can notate right there, but let me show you what's at the end of each month as well. So you get to the end of the month, and then I added in this page. This is monthly scripture and reflection. So this might be 4 big verses that jumped out at me. I love that there's a praise report and a gratitude report. And I happen to love personally that the praise and the gratitude is on the front of the paper. I think a lot of times we come with our list of things that we're praying for, and we forget to start with praise and gratitude for what God has already given us. So I kind of super dig just the order that it's on here. Then on the back, look at all this bulleted list. Love this. Prayer, praying for, and this is a whole long list to just remind you through the month. I know I go to like Sunday school and someone will mention a prayer request. I just want to jot it down, or someone will mention one on a YouTube video, or a patron will mention one. And I just want to make sure that I'm remembering all of the prayers that I wanted to focus on through the month. And I love this bulleted list. That's perfect. And then look at this at the end of the month, the answered prayers, things that have come up. What a wonderful reflection. And then you go into the next month. Perfect. Now I'm thinking that I will probably move this, more than likely, I'll move this to the beginning of the month. So we have January, we'll do the prayer page, and then it goes into January, and then a little summary at the end of the month. I think that that's going to work out well. We go into February. Let's find the prayer page for February. That'll go next into the same weekly layout. I did go ahead and do a 12-month one. Let's kind of get this all in order. March, move this over. Move this in this order. I just want it to be at the front of the month, right when I turn to it. I will probably redo these. We'll see what I end up using them for, but I think they're great having them there. Let's get to April. Let's find our prayer page for April. I'm excited to change up my faith planning. Was I disappointed that the Happy Planner did not have the faith planner that I love? Yes. It's always hard when they kind of discontinue a layout that you love. However, I do think that changing it up is going to be good for me personally, because I think you can get into a little bit of a rut doing things the way you've always done them. And for me, I've done the same faith planner for the past 2 years. I loved it. It worked for me, but let's change it up and see if formatting a faith planner in a different way is going to make a difference in how I study. So let's get this all organized, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop it onto rings so I can show you. I wish that I could go ahead and print out the Beloved Society writing plan and show you how I'm going to set that all up. Like I said, I can't. I'm waiting for that printer to come in so that it prints beautifully, because that artwork deserves to be printed out in a beautiful way. And so that's what I'm going to do. But I will most definitely be showing you, once it's all put together, printed on gorgeous paper, how I plan to use this. And then also I will have an additional faith planner that is going to hold my my sermon notes, my power verses, and some different prayer journaling that I do on a regular basis. So I will get those all set up. I will share those. I'm just a little bit behind in getting my faith planner set up because I was waiting for this planner to come in. So now that it's in, I can try to get it all set up before the new year starts. I love starting the year fresh with a fresh planner. I will definitely be sharing flip throughs of my previous faith planner just to show you how it worked for me and how this one might change up. Okay. At the end, let's see what pages we have at the end. A couple of dot grid. I won't need my contacts. I won't need passwords. These won't be needed. And then there's also a folder. Then we have our back cover. So let me pop all of this. I know it looks a hot mess. Let me pop all of this onto some discs and show you what the finished product kind of looks like. All right, so here is my put together planner. Love how it came out. Now I can go through and personalize it. I think there's lots of opportunities to personalize in here. I think working on this page will be a ton of fun to kind of get this one organized. That'll be cool and decorated and all that. And then of course I can do my same decorating that I've been loving with my faith planner, but also keep track of notes and pieces like that. So this one is going to be wonderful. I will definitely do some check-ins throughout the month and show you how it's working for me. Because the cool thing, like I said, with Plum Paper is you can start at any point. So if you're like, this is a great faith planner, I think I might want to start in March. That's when you can have your dividers start. The customization factor is really the cool part about Plum Paper. Lots of different covers, tons of covers to choose from. I will say it looks like slightly pixelated on this cover, like a little bit blurry in a way, almost like it was blown up too big, just ever so slightly. It's just not quite as crisp as I maybe have seen with other planners. So that's something to keep in mind. And then the dividers, that's just going to be your basic, really thin cardstock, not too dissimilar from what the Happy Planner does, but it is reinforced right here where the month is, where the actual tab is. And then the paper quality, it's pretty smooth, but it's not necessarily very thick. So I'm not sure how I'm not sure how stamping would go. Those are things we'll have to kind of experiment and see as we go. But that is my faith planner for 2023 craziness. And then of course, some awesome pages to include in my catch-all planner for 2023 as well. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Let me know if you're going to check out Plum Paper. I will link them below, and I will list out the specifics of what these two planners are in case you are looking for those. I'll have those in the description box. Otherwise, I think that's going to be it. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. We are having a great time, and there are some big things planned in 2023. If you didn't catch the video about Creative Me in 2023, that is one you're going to want to catch out. You don't want to miss out over on Patreon. So check out the link for that in the description box as well. Otherwise, I hope that you all have a fabulous day and a happy new year. And as always, keep it creative.